name is Lori Ansbach, and I'm located in Clearwater, Florida.
Shelley Augsbury. I paint under the initials C, which are my initials, located in St. Petersburg, Florida.
My name is Becky Bierkes. I am originally from South Africa and I now belong to the Tampa Bay area.
I've always been in art all my life. I studied art history. I actually started in ceramics, and then about 8 years ago I woke up and I said, I gotta paint something.
What inspired my passion for art long ago was actually my mom, because she taught ceramics and glass blowing, and I thought that it must be wonderful to be able to create something with your mind, your heart, and your hands.
I've always had a passion for creating. I studied fashion design when I was in South Africa, and when I came to America, I rented a studio for the first year that I was here because I was unable to work yet. It was really more of a self-therapy for the transition, and the work started getting a lot of recognition. I was very supported and started sort of developing into a career, which is awesome.
I paint my passions, so I like old cars, so I've painted old cars. I love the beach, so most of my art is centered at the beach. It's just my passions and what my soul wants to bring out. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Like, the colors just happen, my style just happens.
These days I'm painting portraits, and I'm doing it through my nonprofit. So the subject matter are children and families, and each of these families and all of the children have their story, like their own personal story.
My process varies. Typically, I need to find a source of inspiration or a message. There must be something that is on my mind that I'd like to answer, and so I'm an emotional artist. I paint from emotion and from experience, and so my characters that end up being developed are saying something.
Almost 6 years ago, I was running a nonprofit, and on my one day off a week, I wanted to paint for people where it would mean something. So I first asked myself, well, what means something to me? And that became sort of the model of how I find these families. I found nonprofits that help service people that I care about. I care about military families, so I found nonprofits that service military families. I care about foster children, so I contacted nonprofits that service foster children.
If I want there to be a lot of symbology, it starts with research. I go into history, I look up Roman times, Greek mythology, astrology, whatever it is, so that there's a lot of meaning and a lot of symbology in the work that can be uncovered, in layers. And so there's research, then there's preliminary sketching or drafting, and then from draft I build the canvas, stretch the canvas, I spend time with the canvas, and then I begin to paint.
If you feel it and you have a style, and it may not be marketable, but you never know where it can take you. And I think everybody has talent, and you have the talent for a reason. Believe in yourself and don't give up, because it's a journey.
And my whole goal with portraiture, and especially these portraits, is to, through the process, recreate the person or the people right on the canvas, so that when the viewer sees it, when the family sees it, or their friends see it, they actually experience an aspect or aspects of each of those people. So it brings them to life in a viewpoint that makes them happy.
For anybody that understands that fire inside, that call to create, it's something that, yes, you can try to silence, but unsuccessfully so, because it is a very unique and important part of who you are.